Hello and welcome to the GetResponse list building program. Get your first 10,000 subscribers. My name is Abby Hartz, your list building coach. We are going to be setting up an email sign up prompt in every email that you send out, and we're going to put it into the email signature line of your Gmail account. The reason we're doing this is because it's a very easy way to get subscribers, the people that you're sending personal emails to. They know you and they trust you, so getting them to sign up for your email list is a snap. And we're also doing it because it only takes a few minutes to set it up. And like it says, every time you send an email from now on, you'll be promoting your newsletters. So let's move over to our Gmail account and get started with this. We want to go into the Settings tab here and go like it says to Settings. Now, I'm going to be assuming that you have not set up any accounts in your Gmail accounts. So right here, I'm in the signature, and this is what we're going to be working with. And I've got a lot of different email addresses here in the pull-down menu. And if you've never done this before, probably one of your email addresses will not be showing up, particularly for the site that you're trying to promote. What we're going to do first is set that up. We're going to go into Accounts, and don't worry, this is super easy. It's just going to take less than 3 minutes to do. And we're going to click on Add another email address you own. So let's pull that down so you can see it. And I'm going to put it in Editor. Actually, that's a little trick I do all of the time. I try to cut and paste wherever possible because I don't want to misspell things. So I'm going to borrow that old address and put it in the editor because I know I haven't made any typos. And then I click Next Step. We want to send it through Gmail. Click Next Step again, and I have access to this email address, obviously, so I'm going to send the verification, and it sends. So now I'm going to go into the page for this where I get my mail for this, and I'm going to check, and okay, there it is, my Gmail confirmation. And go in and grab that confirmation code. Find that window. There's the window. Put it right in there and click Verify. And we're in. Not very hard, right? As you can see, if I wanted, I could make these my defaults. And you know, if you've got one primary site that you're going to be sending a lot of email, that's absolutely a great way to go. I'm just going to click on General, and then I may have to reload. And that's just to trigger it to populate, to pull the menu down. And so now that I've clicked Reload, going all the way down here, and there it is, Editor at Start a Consignment Store. And so what I could type in here is sign up for, again, the weekly updates. And what we could do here is put in a link so that we can get there, and of course sign up for weekly updates. And so this is what I want to go into the website, obviously. So here we go. Let's test this link. Always a good idea. Okay, and that's perfect. That's great. It popped up in a new window, which is nice, so we won't interrupt this. Now I'm just going to click Save, and you just want to close so that little arrow, and now we're going to go down all the way. Click Save Changes again. And that has happened before. I would just ignore that. And now we're going to test it. And so I just want to go from Editor, Start a Consignment Store, and there we are. So now anytime I write an email, you know, Dear Jane, etc., I've got a prompt to join my email address. And this is, you know, all well and good, but what we want to do is actually one step further to make it a little bit better. I now want to shift gears a little bit and talk about optimizing our traffic. And this goes back again to the bucket we had talked about before in our prior tutorial. And if you remember the story about the bucket, it's basically what we want to do to get the most subscribers from every source of traffic that we're going to get. So this email signature line is a new source of traffic, and we want to send people to a landing page because they'll be more focused on the landing page than they would a home page. And as a result, they're more likely to sign up. So here's my home page, just an example for you to see. And there's a lot going on here. If I sent someone from my email signature line to this page, they would know they're on the site, so that's a good start, but they might start to get distracted by reading an article, or if I had a slider going on here, they might get distracted again. And really all I want them to do is focus on this. And so I want you to be a smart marketer and bring them to a landing page. And fortunately, GetResponse makes that extremely easy. This is an add-on, and you get the first 30 days free for those. Although I can't encourage you strongly enough to try it out. And the great news is that they make them extremely easy to make great looking landing pages. I'm just going to go here and I'm going to put in my first page title. As you can see, they will be able to see this, so you want to be careful. How about consignment again? And the description is basically kind of like about from Gmail subject line. And what we want here is it's already pre-populated because I've already done this before. And I like subscribing now, or for this part you can assign your own domain. But that is a little bit more complicated. So we'll talk about that again later, but just for this tutorial, I want to keep things simple for you. So let's just put in consignment opt-in to, just to be sure no one's taken that. And then we're just going to go into next step. Now I see all of the pre-designed landing pages, and I like this one because it's got that opt-in form very prominent, like the blue background, and it gives me a nice big page with a nice headline. So I'm going to use this template. And customizing these landing pages is almost identical to customizing and creating your email messages. And because it's familiar, it should be really low pain for you, and you can get it done really quickly. I'm just showing you how easy it is to type, and one of the best parts of this is how easy it is to hook up the form that they've got to this specific campaign, so now that it's a working form, which is nice. And then we can just click Save and Publish, and you can see the landing page if you just click on that right there. What I want to do though is show you a landing page I made in less than 20 minutes just by making some very simple changes. And there it is. I've made a couple of these now. So that's my landing page. And so all I did was put in a title here, I swapped the image out, and put in a specific headline, gave them some incentive, find out what smart store owners are doing right now. I wrote 3 paragraphs of copy. You saw how challenging it was to hook up the campaign, the sign up form. And so just super simple. And I want you to see that if I want to now use this, I'm just going to copy this URL. I'm going to go into the inbox, and I want to go back into my settings tab. I'm going to scroll down. So I've got this, what was in the editor, I believe. If I click on that, it will allow me to change it. And so now I'm just going to paste that in. And we always test a link just for kicks and chuckles. And so, okay, there it is. It looks great. I'm just going to close that and click OK. And when I'm going to close, just for tidiness sake, go down and click Save Changes. And now we're going to test it. Editor, start a consignment store, sign up for weekly updates. And if I click that, again, it will bring me to that opt-in page. And so it's really very simple, and it will make you look like a total pro. And I cannot recommend it highly enough. You'll definitely get some subscribers from this. And also, as you start reaching out to other people in your niche, it will make you look really like a professional, and that's going to be really important in a little while. The next tutorial that we're going to get started on is creating a lightbox. So I'll see you in the next tutorial where we'll create that lightbox. Talk to you soon. Are you ready to enjoy the full GetResponse list building program and grow your list by up to 10,000 subscribers in 90 days? If so, just visit our website or log into your existing GetResponse account or start a 30-day free trial.